I want to emphasize that all this discussion about calling conventions, argument passing, stack maintenance that we did, and in general the idea of procedure call and return will be discussed in great detail in our next series of presentations when we specifically start talking about invoking procedures. At this stage, I hope what we did here is just intuitive steps, and I'm showing you exactly what I do and trying to convince you that it's okay. You can follow this logic and be able to organize your code so that you can start making calls to C standard library. So more details in the future. One more thing regarding string copy. If we bring back its documentation, it tells us that no null character is implicitly appended at the end of destination if source is longer than num, and that's exactly what we have here, num being the length of the string to copy. So because it's not done, the destination shall not be considered a null terminated C string. So we need to make sure that destination is a null terminated string. So let's do that. I'll just use this as a comment right here and make sure that destination is a null terminated C string. So how can we do this? So this is next step to finalize the efforts of string copy. So let's think about this. So we compute the length of hello, and hello ends up being here in this memory of the destination. So so the indices of these characters is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 0 is at index 5. So the 0, the null terminating character, is exactly at the location of the length of the string. If we use the result of the length of the string, we can rely on it. So let's add this integer strlen to our code as well. Strlen, why not save it? And this, of course, will be just an integer. So once we get the result in EAX, we can then over here move it to strlen. Right, moves to strlen. Our result EAX. So now basically save string length. So now once we save this string length, let's just update our comments to be aligned like this. And now that we already have it, we can bring it back and use and load it back into register EAX. It doesn't matter really. So bring it back, and we can say load string length into EAX. And now we can use EAX as index in the destination, right? So it would be nice to set destination with index EAX, and let's say move into destination EAX, just null terminating character. So this is really character 0. Right, so this is a 0 byte, and of course assembler should know that this is a byte, but we can even be explicit that this is byte pointer, just to clarify it, because 0 looks like an integer, but we're really updating a byte. I think it's okay to use this kind of explicit pointer operator here, just to highlight that this 0 is really just 1 byte. Okay, so that should do the work and finalize this work of string copy, and now we have it saved. Now I also would like to discuss what else I would like you to do before you submit this lab for grading. would like to now make 3 copies of hello in the destination. So the result should be essentially hello, and 0 terminating character. This is what the result should be. Essentially, I want you to use string copy 2 more times. We already have done this. Now I'm asking you to also continue copying hello 2 more times. So altogether, make 3 copies of hello in the destination. So how can you do this? So essentially, if you think about this here or here in our code, doesn't matter. It's basically we're doing the same thing. It's just a little easier to see it right here. So our destination right here gets this hello, but it's a big memory buffer with 80 characters, so we have plenty of space here. So we're going to place hello here first time. So if we wanted to place it here the second time, what would we do? We would say destination plus strlen should be the beginning of the second copy of the source inside destination, right? So if we do this, basically if we just use this version of string copy, the source string hello would be going to this place, right? So the first hello is here, this is the second hello. And of course, if we did it this way, strlen plus strlen, like this, then of course this is our destination right here, and because we are adding it twice, so this would be 2 original copies, and now the third time this string copy would place this hello into the position of the third copy right here, right? So this would be the result of this. And of course then we should place 0 terminating character at the end. Okay, so make sure that the result is 0 terminated. So you see that with this simple arithmetic, first using the destination, second time basically modifying the destination, making it plus the length of the string, which is now saved in memory. So you can basically adjust the destination by adding the strlen to EAX. And so this would be your second copy when you call string copy. And the third time when so you can just copy and paste the section of the code down here and keep doing it 3 times. And then the third time you again need to add another time you need to add strlen to it. And the result should be that you will create 3 copies of the source string hello inside the destination buffer. So this is what I'm asking you to do before you submit this. I just want to clean this up. I don't need to keep it here. It's more confusing because it's not explained very properly. But here, just to show you the demonstration of this idea, you can use perhaps other ways to do this, but we can prepare to call string copy the second time. Right, because we want to make 3 copies. All right, so here we're just sort of like doing the same thing. I'm not going to optimize anything. I'm just again going to by the way, instead of just pushing EAX, this time we need to make sure that we load our string length into EAX, because now we don't know after making string copy call, we don't know what EAX contains, so we need to make sure that we load our EAX with the string length. Okay, and then when we do this, our destination has to be updated. So when we move EAX into the address of the destination into register EAX, what we need to do, we also need to add to EAX, we need to add the strlen. Right, so I think that should do the trick. Okay, that should do the trick. So basically, adjust destination location to accept second copy of source. Right, so this should call into string copy should append the second part of this hello to the destination, because we're now adjusting the address of the destination string by to point adjust destination location to point to point to the second copy of this, I don't know, to the second part, to the second hello, whatever. Just use whatever comment you like. I'm always struggling a little bit with my comments to make them readable tomorrow and month from now and 3 months from now. It's a little bit of a struggle to make everything so that it's you know, uncomplicated and easy to follow. So what we can do here is just say adjust destination location to accept, let's just say accept second hello. Okay, so that makes sense. So I'm expecting this to work, and of course then you can do it the third time, but make sure that you verify what happens in memory by using the debugger and looking at the destination memory and see how it all gets updated. And then, of course, I think that the final null terminated character should be placed at the bottom here. So I probably would just move this from here to here. But remember that we need to essentially move this to the tail of our string, which now contains 3 copies of hello. So therefore, you could use a technique like basically move into register EBX, register EAX, and then we can essentially add EAX. Oops, I meant to say add EAX EBX twice, right? So that should essentially point to the right spot. Basically, we need to so when we load strlen into EAX, we are ending up pointing to this character. Then we're moving EAX into EBX and adding EAX and EBX, so that should be pointing to this character. And then we're doing it again so that it should be pointing to the correct position here. So just make sure that you add appropriate comments here explaining what you're trying to do. But that's how you would update and set null terminating character in our version of these 3 parts with the properly terminated null character at the tail of this string. Okay, so these are the things to do, and I'm going to just remove these demonstrations from the program. I'm just going to keep the instruction to this make 3 copies, and this is the file that I'm going to save and upload for you as a prototype to get started with. Okay, so this will be to do. Create 3 copies of hello in the destination. The result should be this. Okay, and also make sure to set null character at the end. Okay, so that the string becomes true, C style, 0 terminated string.